What happened? The internet was supposed to help us present our content to the world, but instead we have to learn and manage tons of services to do so. Our thoughts have to go on Twitter or Facebook, our blog posts have to go on Tumblr or WordPress, our images on Instagram or Flickr, our products on Amazon, eBay or Etsy, our special deals on Groupon, our events on Eventbrite, our notes on Evernote, and all of these services come loaded with rules and restrictions, and some of us still have to make a website and then a mobile app. This is getting crazy, and the worst part is our work, our creation, our content is held hostage by most of these services, and they won't let us have it back. They claim it's theirs. They claim they have the right to do what they want with it just because we use their product. Look, this isn't right. This isn't how the internet was supposed to be. Our content is our own. We should decide where it goes and who is lucky enough to use it. We should have total control. And I think we can get it. My name is Austin. I'm a 27-year-old programmer from Ojai, California. I've been living on scraps and starving it out since the beginning of this year while coding a piece of software that I think will make a radical difference in how we use the internet. This is for every person who has ever opened their web browser, sensed the opportunity, but got lost or overwhelmed. This is Servant. And Servant has one simple mission: to free your content. Meaning Servant wants to liberate your content from each individual service you use so that you could use the same content in any place you want, and so you never lose it. To free your content, Servant has two strategies. First, you need a place to store your content, a single place where your content is backed up securely in the cloud and accessed only via API. See, if services that work with your content do not host it, then they are forced to focus purely on providing you with value instead of trapping you. So this place must keep your content detached from all presentation, where it has no obligations and follows no orders other than your own. This place is your servant. Enter your email and a password to get a servant or several. Assign your servant to your business or yourself to keep everything organized. Each servant is like a separate folder for holding the content belonging to its owner. Now, each piece of content is organized into something I call content archetypes, which brings us to Servant's second strategy for freeing your content. Throughout the world, we all mostly make the same types of content, like products, images, blog posts, events, and special deals. Content archetypes simply acknowledge this behavior and attempt to create standards for each of the most common types of content. Just pick one and enter or edit your content directly within your Servant account. He will keep it safe forever. And when you want to show that content to the world, simply connect your Servant. Every service or application that integrates with Servant has a Connect Servant button. By clicking it, you will register for that service using your Servant account, and your content will be imported instantly so that you can start using the service right away. Further, you can connect your Servant to tons of services simultaneously to serve the same content to multiple destinations. Now imagine this for all the content archetypes. Imagine serving your products to 100 online stores instead of just one, or your blog post to 100 news platforms. Your events, your special deals, real estate listings could show up anywhere you want, across every device, any technology that the future brings, and beyond. There is no limit to how much a single servant can serve. And whenever you want to stop using a service, simply turn off its access. That service will no longer have access to your content, and all the content you created while using that service will be kept safely with your servant, ready to be used in any other application. With these simple strategies, we solve a ton of problems. For users, you will never have your content held hostage again. You will never need to re-enter content every place you want to show it. You will never need to be stuck using just one service, and you will always have complete control over how your content is used. For developers, you will not need to write code to host the same old data objects over and over again. Even better, you will not need to pay for hosting user content. You will not need to ask your users to fill out a registration form or ask them to enter their content in your application once they've signed up. And it will not cost anything to integrate with Servant and use its API. And this is where I need your help. One day, you will be able to connect your servant to tons of wonderful services. Imagine with the click of a button being able to instantly generate a website using your servant's content, or a custom mobile application, or several. There should be apps for connecting your servant to your social networks and existing services you already use. Every person on earth should be able to get a servant to keep their content safe and free, and click connect to instantly build a robust internet presence. But I've been coding my heart out for months now, and I don't know how much more I can do on my own. So I'm raising money to try to do everything right. First, I'd like to bring a few talented people to the Servant team full-time to make sure Servant is built to be fast and secure. Next, the funds raised will be used to grow and foster a wonderful development environment. I'd like to build tons of tools to help developers create applications that do amazing things with your content. We're talking SDKs, video documentation and tutorials, boilerplate apps, hackathons, etc. Developers are the wonderful people who will make Servant solutions for every problem you've ever had when it comes to managing content, and I want to support them any way I can. The funding amount has been set low so that I could at least keep the project online, but there is no limit to what Servants can and cannot do if we go beyond it. Lastly, Servant isn't really a feat of technology. Servant is mostly a philosophy. It's simply an attempt to redo everything the right way. If you use any of these services, or if you simply deal with blog posts, products, images, events, special deals, etc., Servant will free all of that content. Servant is just an expression of freedom. How far that goes is up to your contribution. Thank you.